Hey guys, I am Twaun X and this is the Double Take Podcast. On today's show, we will be talking about Bumbling the Bag, based on the Shannon Sharpe sexual allegation situation. Now, before I get to that topic, we will progress through two other minor topics that I believe you guys can get some entertainment and some good game from. And I will start with my first article right here. Now, this article is about a guy that I like to call the birthday cake buffoon. Now, this guy is overly obnoxious, and I believe a lot of people need to actually learn from these type of situations, as sometimes we may be this person and the guy is totally clueless about what is really going on, and he actually lost his girl. So I want to go over that article and then give you guys my take. As you can see, woman's boyfriend shoved her face into her birthday cake while his family cheered. Now they are calling her violent. Interesting story. And here it is, guys. A woman is reconciling with the idea that a cake caused her to break up with her boyfriend. The 34-year-old poster shared the conflict on the popular Reddit forum Am I the Ass Blank on Monday, April 21st. According to her post, the Redditor booked a private room at a restaurant to celebrate her and her 38-year-old boyfriend's birthdays together, which is something that they had done in the past. For this year's celebration, she paid to rent the room and planned to pay for half of the food. Her boyfriend, Charles, handled paying for the cake. They had 11 guests, some of whom were the poster's friends, and the rest were Charles' family. And at the party, which was also to celebrate the woman's career change, the poster described how she and her boyfriend took turns posing with the birthday cake, and that when she was pretending to blow out the candles, Charles attempted to push her face into the cake. I was holding the cake when he pushed my face towards the cake, so I tried to fight it. His family started cheering, and he arched over my body and forced me to bend over until my face smashed the cake, the Reddit user says, adding that she had gotten her eyebrows, eyelashes, and hair done for the party. My friends tried to get him off me, and he resorted to plastering cake and frosting on my hair. She admits to slapping him when he attempted to do it again, and alleged that his mother proceeded to get in an argument with one of her friends. The Redditor tried to clean herself up in the bathroom, and his family seemed grim when she returned to the table. After she told Charles that his behavior was unacceptable, he told her that it was just a joke, that everybody has done that for ages, and that me slapping him just ruined my image in front of his family. She cried and left the party. Charles ended up paying for half of the bill and a cleaning fee, while his family paid for the other half of the bill. She writes that she broke up with Charles after the fiasco despite loving him. He's convinced that I never loved him. He acknowledged what he did was wrong, but is adamant that his family hates me for slapping him, and that is my fault, she explains. Continuing that he pointed out that he paid for the cake and that he wanted her to apologize to his mother. He also said that his mother felt humiliated and that the poster had come off as violence. Interesting story there, guys. First off, this guy is totally clueless. Let's go ahead and start unpacking this very quickly. This guy's totally clueless, and you know what? It's a lot of you guys out here that are very obnoxious, and you think you're doing stuff that's funny, and it's just not. There's nobody laughing but you. And I don't realize how this dude can be so inconsiderate on her birthday and also with her career change. Come on, bro. You can't be that game goofy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Like, I mean, let's go ahead and start right here. If she ain't smiling, why would you think she like you? I'm just saying, you can automatically, we usually know that people smile when there's something that's that they like and that they're enjoying. And the sad part about this to me, guys, is he has a whole weirdo family that somehow has twisted this on the girl. Now, I mean, I can only imagine. Now, she went to the restroom, right? She went to the restroom. I can only imagine. Now, I'm going to assume that this guy is some type of whitewashed person. Not necessarily just white, but just a whitewashed person, because you could be a lot of races and be whitewashed. And I can imagine her going to the restroom and the whole family. He's like, okay. Anytime now, when she comes out, this is when it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you got all these weirdos in the background, like yeah, waiting for it to happen, and the poor girl doesn't even know what's going on, and he's just smashing her head into the cake, and they all cheered it on like, yeah. I wouldn't even want to be a part of a family like that. I mean, who does that? And and the fact that this guy actually believed in his clueless ass world that he was right. Okay, first of all, why? Who taught you people this? What would make you? Why would you think that somebody would want their face smashed into a cake on their birthday? Are you fucking 8 years old? Come on, man. This is your woman. And your mother is. I mean, both of y'all are some very, very interesting, unusual characters to even feel. How could you feel humiliated? I mean, honestly, it was 11 guests. Half of them was hers anyway, and the rest was your family. Dude, what the hell are you humiliated about? What is the mom humiliated about? Did she get frosting on her hair too? I'm not really getting it. So I really just want to unpack that story as it did catch my attention because it was very game goofy. The guy is obviously obnoxious and he's overboard with it. And man, I would just say take a cue from this lesson, man. If you're not gonna make them smile, it's probably not gonna rub them the right way. And as you can see from this situation, you never know how it's gonna turn. She left his ass. I mean, I wouldn't want to be with anybody like that. Who's to know what type of damn jokes and pranks he decides he wants to come up with next? Ain't nobody got time to be worried about something in their toothpaste and all of those stuff because you still living like a 12-year-old. So, good job on that, Mom. Now, young lady, to the poster. But the only problem that I have is that you actually are second guessing like you were wrong. Man, look here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even like I don't even know if I can deal with a dude pushing any of my female family member face in the cake. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna be trying to push his face right into the ground. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be smash stepping on that motherfucker. Nah, man, we ain't playing like that, man. If you love somebody, man, you should probably just show it without. And if you want them to laugh, if it's their birthday, make sure the joke's not on them. I mean, a lot of people can't take a joke like that, and they want to laugh, but they may not want it to be on them. She probably wanted to be sexy that day. She wanted to be fly, and you up here playing around and jumping around, and you lost your bitch. So that is the moral of that story, guys. My next story is going to be about when Operation Sabotage goes very wrong, and I actually have a clip for you guys to bring you up to date on that, and I will show you guys that clip right here.
Laced with poison, leaving a 7-year-old boy dead and his mother and sister critically ill. Police say the festive package was part of a calculated plot driven by jealousy and rage, and the woman accused of sending it may have been hiding in plain sight. I'm going to break down the tragic details of this case with a Brazilian criminal defense attorney. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. So just in time for the Easter holiday in Imperatriz, Brazil, a package arrived on a Wednesday afternoon, and it was a festive box of dessert decorated to look like colorful Easter eggs. And there was a handwritten note that was tucked inside. And that note read, translated from Portuguese, "With love to Miriam Lira, Happy Easter." 32-year-old woman receiving the gift, Miriam Lira, had no reason to suspect that it was anything but a kind gesture. So she shared the dessert with her 2 children, 7-year-old Luis Fernando and 13-year-old Evelyn Fernanda. But within minutes, everything took a horrific turn. According to reporting from media outlet Globo, 7-year-old Luis reportedly started convulsing, his tiny body trembling violently, his breaths turned shallow, foam gathered at his lips, and tragically, by dawn the next day, he was dead. His mother and sister Evelyn, they also fell seriously ill. Both were hospitalized in critical condition. Imperatriz Online reports that Miriam had been moved out of the ICU and is able to communicate, but Evelyn still intubated. And what seemed like a tragic accident was what police now say a meticulously planned murder, an attempted murder, one fueled by what they believe is jealousy, revenge, and a woman's chilling determination to punish her ex-boyfriend's new love interest. So I got to take you to the beginning of this. The story unfolded on April 16th, and police reviewed this surveillance footage from a supermarket in Imperatriz, Brazil, capturing this woman purchasing a box of Easter egg dessert. That footage, released by the outlet Globo, shows the woman paying in cash, her face partially hidden behind oversized glasses. The eggs she bought, police say, were then delivered to Miriam's home the same day by a motorcycle courier. And the note inside read, again, with love, to Miriam Lira, Happy Easter. Now, Miriam's sister told the outlet, Imperatriz Online, that Miriam actually got a call after the surprise was delivered, making sure it got there. And when she asked who was on the other end of the phone, the person reportedly said she would know who it was. So, who is this woman? Who was captured, apparently, on this CCTV footage? Well, police later identified her as 35-year-old Horadila Pereira Barbosa. And investigators made a chilling discovery. Barbosa was the former girlfriend of the man now dating her alleged target, Miriam Lira. And there's another shocking twist that we're going to get to in just a minute. According to investigators, the dessert arrived at Miriam's home, and her son, 7-year-old Luis, was the first to eat some of it. His reaction, as I talked about, it was horrifying, it was immediate. He was rushed to the hospital. Doctors battled to save him, but by midnight his heart gave out and he tragically passed away. Miriam and Evelyn, though still alive, they were left fighting for survival, apparently ravaged by some sort of toxin in these eggs. And the London Evening Standard reports that authorities sealed up the remaining dessert for forensic testing, but the symptoms, violent convulsions.
All right, guys. Yes, that is a very sad story. I want to send my condolences out to that family, that baby boy. I am so sorry to hear that. As a father that has lost a child, I definitely understand your pain. What I want to break down from that story, guys, is when Operation Sabotage goes very wrong, right? Now, what's Operation Sabotage, right? Let me bring you up to speed on that idea. Operation Sabotage is when you're dealing with a person, or maybe not even dealing with a person, but they go out of their way to ruin your relationship or entanglement situationship with someone else because they feel as if that would give them a chance with you, or they just don't want you with anyone else if they can't have you. So what I want to say is we notice that a lot of people do this. Now, coming from the background that I come from in the game, we dealt with this a lot. We understood that a bitch come to wreck a stable, right? What does that mean? That means that automatically anybody that you're dealing with, they're gonna, if you're brand to them, important, they're going to feel like you're a diamond ring, right? And who wants to share a diamond ring? So they want all of the attention. If they can be number one, they want to be number one. If they can be the only, they can be the only. And they will go out of their way to extreme lengths to sabotage anything that you try to build with anybody. Anything that you are building, they will lie, can be conniving. They will destroy your property, destroy your finances. In this situation, she was actually trying to get rid of his ex. I mean, she was all in for the gusto, guys. And this has to be some type of fatal attraction. Obviously, who does this type of things? Now, the lady, obviously the new lady, she's not this type of person, right? Because in psychology, they tell you that the way that you think about something is how you are. So she didn't expect to be poisoned by anybody, because maybe she's living right and she's just a sweet person, obviously, because she never expected this, and I wouldn't have either. I don't think I would have eaten it, but I wouldn't have. I mean, obviously she's just a good person, you know what I'm saying? So so good that she even shared the candy with her children as they were enjoying Easter, and it led to one of the children being unalive. and medical complications for the other two. So the lesson learned from this is, hey man, get out your feelings, man. Get out your feelings when somebody don't want you. Like, I mean, going on with life, take your licking and get the ticking. You know what I'm saying? Because now the lady that did this, she could have had a chance at finding love with anyone else. She wasn't a bad looker. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody that would have took her. You see what I'm saying? So she's ruined it for her. She's ruined this woman's life. She's ruined that child's chance at life with his parents, and he actually had nothing to do with it. So this is a situation where Operation Sabotage goes very wrong, guys. So I want you to be conscious of this stuff. When that person pisses you off, you might go flatten their tires. You know what I'm saying? I might say you could probably break a window. As far as with me, you know, I'm not really big on the whole toxic, chaotic shit, you know, that people do in relationships. I've already been there and done that. I done had a bitch scratched in my car. I done had the windows knocked out. I done had a bitch sell my Cadillac, guys. You know what I'm saying? If you name it, I claim it. I done been through all the growing pains. I ain't doing no front about it. So be careful who you get tied to. You know what I'm saying? And also all of y'all that be on this revengeful shit in relationships trying to keep the person you want, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fine line between fatal attraction and just showing your continued interest. So man, you know, be careful, because Operation Sabotage can go very wrong, and that lady will spend the rest of her life in a Brazilian prison. Now, let's get to the main topic of the day. The main topic of the day will be Bumbling the bag about the whole Shannon Sharpe situation, and I will unpack that quickly. So now, and when it goes to the whole Shannon Sharpe situation, now look, let's break this down. We're gonna break it down from my perspective. I'm hearing what everybody's talking about, but they ain't talking about the game, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna chop up that game when we talk about it on my show. As far as me looking at it as a P, everybody bumbled the bag in this whole situation. Nobody walked away with the bag, guys. It was a waste of time. Now, let's start with the chick. Right? Now, you know what? I'm gonna start with Shannon, and I'll progress to the chick. When it starts with Shannon, now in the game we was taught however you start with a bitch is how you're gonna end. I mean, this was a tricking version of it, but I mean, standards are standards, right? You know what I'm talking about? So, based off what I've seen from the whole situation, I'm not really gonna be knocking him as far as being an older guy tricking with the younger white female or whatever you like. What you like, I like them all. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, candy stripe. I do not discriminate. I'll let y'all do that. But so I'm not even big on that. As he is 56, Unc a little older, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, they like to pay to play. He got it. Now, this is what I have a problem with. How you start with a bitch is how you gonna end. Even on the tricking end, let me give y'all some game. Now, you set the standard, I believe, at like 10K, you know what I'm saying? Because when you was texting a bitch, it was like 25K a cheek. That's a $50,000 ass, guys. Now, if that's the case, you already set the bar there. You done made your Frankenstein. You done made this greedy bitch. Because this is a little greedy bitch. Yeah, we gonna keep it all the way real on this one. So when I've seen it, I'm like, okay, your tricking bill high. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you have to trick. Maybe you need to get under some mentorship and some real game, because somebody of your value, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I off in the streets, man, you probably, I mean, you can probably feed a bitch and fuck a bitch on a promise, man. You know what I'm saying? You are Uncle Shannon Sharpe, man. Understand who you are. You understand your own value, because even for you to be one to pay this bitch like this, you know what I'm saying? You're saying that she's more valuable than you. You know what I'm saying? You paying for her like I mean, you know, you help her out, you know what I'm saying? We'll do whatever you're gonna do. But man, I just feel like you started off way too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really started off way too high, man. That bitch probably would have took $300, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you want, huh? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to put on a disguise or something, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing your tricking or something. Don't let them know it's you. If that shit is not working in your favor, dog. So, you know, he started off with this 10K, this $50,000 ass shit. So, you said you started off with the bar too high. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I really got to say about that. And as far as they're obviously targeting all of you definitely successful FBA men They're targeting you guys. It's like they bankrupting you, bankrupting you guys, and then putting you in a jail if you don't pay the tax. You see what I'm saying? And so y'all got to really, man, at this point, don't even tell nobody when y'all make some money. Just be silent about it. Don't put that shit in the paper anyway. Just let motherfucker find out later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? Don't even tell them no more, because it seems like every time y'all jump out in the street, you get hit on some Final Destination shit. No. Keep it on the hush. Everything is on the need to know basis, guys. Now let's get to the bitch in the situation. Now, I don't really know if this girl was under any real instructions. I don't really know. Maybe somebody could let me know that in the comment section. But what I can say is that she was doing what she's supposed to do, but the bitch was greedy. And it's kind of, to me, like covering your bases, right? First base, second base, third base, and get home. So Unc already jumped out the gate and offered you 10 mil. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. You ain't getting nothing like that from me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even thinking, I mean, maybe. I mean, you gonna get the regular 50,000. I guess if he already said that, I wouldn't give your ass shit. But he set the bar that high, and you just set the bar that high. Now the bitch is greedy. You know what I'm saying? You in there talking about putting a baby in. You know how much you finna pay for that baby? You was gonna pay the same 50 mil. The bitch had the number in her head. You know what I'm saying? So you set the bar too high. And this bitch was in the motherfucking nail place. I'm telling you what happened. You know, this bitch was in the nail place. She was dealing with Junetown. She had a nail up on that motherfucker came across that screen. That motherfucker say, Shannon Sharpe now getting $100 million deal for his podcast. Bro, that bitch didn't even let her nails dry. She walked out that bitch blowing her finger. Oh, hell no. This nigga didn't even call me. She had a plan bake for your motherfucking ass. She couldn't even get finished what she was doing. I'm telling you. That bitch was probably sitting somewhere getting a perm. Look. She would get a perm, everybody. And she came across the screen. Shannon Sharpe get offered $100 million by ESPN. Bitch, get this shit out of my motherfucking head. I got somebody to go right now. That bitch was moving like Malcolm X, y'all. So, man, I ain't really knocking her. This is what I would say on that situation. I would have told you to take the 10 mil, and we could have got the other 40 mil along the way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will butcher the cow instead of just milking them, and that's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And Uncle said, fuck it. He offered you 10 mil, which was crazy to me, but I knew why he did it. You know, hush shit. I still got another 90 mil. You know what I'm saying? I guess he planned on fucking you forever for that 10 mil, which, I mean, I think any nigga would. And I believe that was happening. You said no on some Matumbo shit, and yeah, that's how it played out. So he said, well, bitch, I tell you what, if you think you gonna get me for 50 million, you ain't getting shit, cause I ain't even taking the deal. Fuck that shit. Fuck all y'all popping up a line. The second bitch, I was fucking with her too, is what he said. I seen the second accuser. Everybody he been with, everybody's accusing him of this shit he already been with. So all this is a big money grab. We're not gonna sit up here and act like this shit didn't happen last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, and every goddamn week before that. It keep jumping up, so everybody acting, get the fuck out of here with that, man. Look, they whopping y'all niggas ass, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even the type to do that. What I'm gonna tell you is, man, look, you get to a certain level where you don't even need to be, you know, putting yourself out there like that. You can't be doing the same thing a $50,000 nigga do if you're a $50 million nigga. Come on, man, there's levels to the shit. And you set your tricking bill too high. I would advise you to stop the tricking, baby. It ain't working out for you. They whopping your ass like a blister. So you need to get that shit together. It's fucking up your life. I mean, I'm rocking with you, because they were talking about you was gay a month ago, and now they talking about you a big trick. Whatever it is, you ain't never claimed to be shit, so you ain't got to live up to nothing as far as I'm concerned. You still FBA all day, and I'm rocking with you. It's definitely Tony Busby appears to be some type of agent of white supremacy for some reason. I don't know what's up with that weirdo, but he's definitely going after a lot of the FBA men. We cannot overlook that right there, but I don't really want to get too far into the racial thing. This show is just about game. So I tell you what, man, you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on the whole Shannon Sharpe situation, and also the birthday cake buffoon, and when Operation Sabotage goes very wrong, as I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. I know that a lot of people have been telling me that they would like for me to go live. I am definitely working on that, and I will be going live soon for you guys to also be a part of the conversation and give me your good thoughts and opinions so that we can build and chop up this game. All right, I am Twaun X, and this is the Double Take Podcast. Please take the time to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.